One of the questions we get asked the most here at TopspinPro is how do I know if I am hitting the ball correctly? Here's a few tips to help you get started. The first thing that you want to check, which really affects your hit quality, is whether your wing nut is too loose or too tight. So ideally you want this to reflect how the pickleball would fly if you actually struck the ball on the pickleball court. If your wing nut is too tight, the ball's not going to move at all. And then the opposite of that, if it's too loose, it's just going to flop around. So you want that wing nut to be somewhere of a medium tension. So there's some kind of resistance against the ball to allow you to actually project it forward and add spin, but not so much that it's too tight or too loose. The second thing to note is that the paddle should be only making contact with the ball. If you're coming around the side of the ball or over the top of the ball and making contact with the rest of the device, then this is not what we're looking for. The third thing to note is directly related to that, and that is making sure that you hit the ball realistically. So if I'm just rolling my paddle up the back here, you can see that the ball's actually not projecting forward, even though I'm getting a good amount of topspin. And if you're finding that when you are on your TopspinPro that the actual spin looks really good like this, and then when you head to the court, the ball's actually just going forward and dropping into the net or onto the ground in front of you, you need to add more forward projection. So the movement of the ball arm forward is actually how you get a visual feedback that's relative to how you would be striking a real ball on the court. So the further that ball arm travels, you know the deeper your shot will be when you're striking the ball over the net. Whereas if that ball is staying in position and you're just rolling it like so, you know that the ball's probably going to drop into the court in front of you. So when you're practicing, make sure that you're really looking to see how far that ball arm is moving. And if you're wanting to practice that deeper shot, so say for a drive on your ground stroke or with a serve, make sure that that ball arm is snapping back. Whereas if you're practicing a softer shot such as a topspin dink, then that ball arm is not going to move quite as far. But it should still be moving. It shouldn't be staying in position like so with this much roll. You should be giving it some kind of forward push.